Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Out of Ore. Here we are for another episode. So a bit late to the party with the new update. New update has dropped, so the dirt improvements have been made, which is amazing. So now we have bulk dirt options. So if we can press I for inventory, this is all changed as well. Bulk dirt, not bulk dirt. So pretty much bulk dirt is like farm sim, I guess you would say. So the dirt's going to react a lot better, and probably how I'd like it to react compared to what it currently reacts like. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone's going to have their own sort of opinion. Also, we have manual dirt lock as well, using the V key. M for map, which brings up the proper map, which has been overhauled as well, which is really cool. You can see we're digging down in here. This is the area up the top again. Weather, time of day, all that good stuff is in here. Press I for inventory, and we press P for shop now. So the shop has got its own unique menu as well, which is really cool. Alright, so let's start doing some digging. So I've got bulk dirt turned off now. You can see there's nothing there. Turn it back on, it says 0% full. So now we'll be able to actually fill this thing up and have it look like proper bulk dirt rather than like the balls and stuff. So same with the shovel, it can have bulk dirt or not. Same as the loader as well. Right, let's start doing some digging. I don't think he's worked on the cameras yet. I think that's one of the next sort of updates is going to be the camera, but you can see dirt works so much better now. I think, yeah, it still drops out in the balls, but you'll see it fills up the vehicle. I'm not quite sure. I'd like an indicator to show me how full the bucket is. So that was definitely a bit more full than what it was the first scoop that we had. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm not getting a full scoop there. Right, let's do some digging from this view. Not that you can really see overly well from this view, but oop, I thought I had park brake on. I'm hoping that doesn't look like they have, but sort of hoping that they've worked on the weight of the vehicles a bit better. Like the weight of the excavators and stuff. I don't think they really have worked too much on that. Like, I don't want to be moving the tracks of the excavator and stuff while I'm digging. Well, hopefully that's just sort of going to come in future updates and stuff. Right, so we should be able to get things a little bit smoother now. I do know that the Dozer's had a bit of work as well, so we'll take a look at him, as well as, you know, the dirt update and stuff like that. So I know, as I said, I'm way behind the 8 ball with this episode. Had a huge weekend with the family when the update dropped, and I've been at work the last 2 days on day shift, so haven't had any time at all to record. Plus, you know, the boxing, the gym stuff sort of taking up a lot of my time as well, so haven't really had much chance to do anything. Right, so 98%. So now I want to see what happens if we actually overfill this thing. I'm definitely happy with that. The dirt is way better. So it just goes to 100 and then the dirt disappears. Yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. Jump in this thing. Manual dirt lock as well, using the V key, which obviously doesn't matter because we've got bulk dirt. So now this is going to be way better transporting. I don't like the way it looks. It should be more of a point in the middle, not a completely flat top, but no, that's just a minor thing. But having bulk dirt is bloody awesome. Right, so how does that tip off? Same way, which is really good. Not sure if he's fixed up the way that the balls work. Obviously these look a bit bigger than the normal size. Right, there we go. Now if we go back to just the normal dirt again, we'll fill it up with the normal dirt and we'll just see what the difference is. But the bulk dirt is really, really cool. That's what I've been wanting for ages. I know a lot of you guys are probably in the same boat, wanting bulk dirt as well, so... Alright, let's get back under this digger. We'll take a look at the shovel as well. I really need to clean out the front underneath this truck. Alright, yeah, I wish there was an indicator to show me how full the bucket actually was. So I know when the bucket's full, so I'll stop digging. So if we go back to this bulk dirt again, and we'll just throw it in like this, and we'll see how that sort of looks. We may be able to get more than, you know, the bulk dirt 100% if we use these, like the balls and the nodules or whatever you want to call them, the big giant balls. If we use these, we might get more than 100% in the truck. I need to make sure I give myself enough room. I think I'm crowding myself a little bit too much there. That looks pretty full to me, but there's still more room. Right, so the bucket looks pretty full there. Right, we'll go one more bucket on top and see. Without smacking into the truck. I don't drive a digger in real life, so thankfully it's not going to hurt anybody. That was bloody terrible. Right, there we go. I need to actually take a lot of this stuff out of our inventory. Those concrete floors back in. Take those out. Obviously our last few episodes have been time-lapse blasts, underground stuff, so gonna try and get back to some more live recording, but as you guys know, it's difficult for me to be able to record. I could have done a time-lapse recording of this on the weekend at some stage, but wanted to bring you guys back and do a live recording rather than a time-lapse one. Right, so now we can hit the dirt lock button. So now it looks like it's unlocked. Lock it. Lock it. Yep, definitely works a lot better. If we unlock it again, looks like everything's locked again now, but I don't feel like we got as much in the truck as we did. That last bucket. Right, and then obviously it'll fall in way easier. Right, change it back to bulk dirt. Much rather use the bulk dirt. I'm not sure how the shovel's going to go using bulk dirt, but I guess we'll just have to wing it and see what happens. Might actually use the loader here and just tidy up the front of the face a little bit. Right, so once again this thing should be, yeah, it's in bulk dirt. Throwing a fresh autosave. Perfect timing. Right, so I don't know if he's fixed also the issue with this loader as well. Throwing in the larger balls, but then still only having the smaller value. I'm not sure if that's been fixed or not. Right, how's this going? Right. It's probably going to be easier to get a cleaner face using this as well, rather than the nodules. Once again, like, it's still going to fall out as the balls, and then it'll get put in the truck. What's that? So 3 buckets and that thing's full. Right, so we'll try and just make sure that's lined up so it's nice and neat, even if it's not a full bucket going into the back of the truck. We're just trying to tidy up the dig face there a little bit. that was still pretty good. And you can see the ground is way smoother as well. I know using the Dozer. Been watching Nick Split in two. I've been watching his live streams and stuff. The Dozer's way more powerful now, and you don't even really need to use the roller behind it. Like, it works that well, which is really, really good. So the Dozer's gone back to how it should be, a bulk dirt pushing machine, which is really what we wanted. Like, it was nerfed something shocking, and it was terrible to what he used before. So, right, one more bucket in here. I know we're not going to get all of it in the back of the truck, but whatever doesn't go in will go on the ground, and that's fine. Right, so we're just moving, overburden at the moment. I don't think there's much pay dirt in there. Actually, I'm not sure if there's any pay dirt. I haven't really taken any notice whether our money's gone up or not. So 699, 651, we'll see if we actually get any money out of this. Does look like pay dirt to me. The dirt's sort of still up the top, so we should be getting something out of it. So I think we're still a little ways off. Dumpers level 50. We're not far away from that next truck. Right, there we go. So it does take forever to unload this thing. Right, but I want to try and square this back up to that face, then we can have the shovel face just there as well. Alright, bring this guy back in. Right, jump back up in our digger. Yeah, there's still... I know the next update's going to be the camera, but they still need to work on that. That's just annoying the way it works. They just need, like, pretty much farm sim, no collision camera is exactly what they need. That's all they need. They don't need to go too fancy with it. Just a basic no collision camera would work perfectly well. Right, so I did get some good news on the weekend as well. I've signed a contract to go permanent at the mine I'm at, which is a huge opportunity for me. Life-changing for me and the family, and very, very lucky to be able to get the opportunity to go permanent with a reputable, company as well, which is great news. A lot of people missed out, but I've worked pretty hard. Not just... I've been there for 2 years, so I've worked reasonably hard the whole 2 years, but definitely the last 12 months I've worked a little bit harder at being, a better employee, being more reliable and all that sort of stuff as well. So that's certainly done wonders for me for getting the job. So it's awesome. I said it's great news. Life-changing for me, life-changing for the family, and I'm just hoping that there's... in the near future there's more jobs available, and hoping more people get positions as well. But yeah, bloody excited. Now I just got to continue to prove myself, prove my worth, and then hopefully get skilled on other equipment. So move up from just being a truck driver to whether it be grader, loader, dozer, whatever it may be. I'd be happy to take any skill, but I definitely have goals and stuff that I want to succeed and work towards. So it's just the start of the rest of my mining career, pretty much, which is awesome. It's great news. Alright, so that's how the excavator works. Let's go and look at the shovel now. We'll tip this off and we'll jump in the shovel. I don't know if I want to leave it up here though. Pretty much should dump straight into there. thought this thing made it over there. Maybe not. If we go faster, will it make it? No, might have to go over it backwards. As long as none of the bosses from work are watching, I would not do this in real life. I do know a few of the bosses. Know I've got a YouTube channel and keep an eye on it, so... Right, let's actually... where do we go? I want to go up. Let's go all the way up here. Start digging out just here, I think. Right, let's bring up the map. We'll send you back to the garage and then bring you back out. I've just got to remember how we operate this bloody thing. Right, might actually just head straight in here. Yeah, I'm not sure if they've worked on... Yeah, that's pretty good. That works really well, actually. So I'm just not sure on what happens. Yeah, see, once it gets full, I'd like to see that change a little bit, so that way, once the bucket's full, instead of pushing us back, it still digs through the dirt, but it doesn't pick up any more dirt, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because we're going to have to walk forward every single time we take a bucket. If we fill it too much, we're going to have to walk forward every time. Right, let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, that's not ideal either. Those balls are going absolutely everywhere other than where I want them to go. This is where I'm wondering, do we just keep it? Do we just keep it as the normal old school dirt with this instead of going bulk dirt? Yeah, because the balls are going everywhere, all over the floor as well as in the back. So if we just go back to the normal dirt, and just do what we were doing before, that way, even if we dig through it, as you can see here, it just makes more balls. We can just do a dirt lock and unlock it. I think that's probably going to be the way to go, I'd say. Although it's still having the same sort of issue, isn't it? It's still pushing me back. Open the bucket and turn dirt lock off. Yeah, see, I don't know. I think it's definitely turning the shovel a little bit. Right, so yeah, I want an indicator to see how full this bucket is, because I know that's not a full bucket. There's no way that's a full bucket. There's no way for me to know if it is or it isn't a full bucket. It's definitely not a full bucket. Alright, as much as I love the shovel, I think the excavator is going to be the way to go. There, it doesn't even look like it's a full bucket. Or it's just not quite digging that properly. Right, that should be 100%, I'd say. Yep, there we go. So the shovel's good, the shovel will be fine. I think it still just needs a little bit of work. Like, I'm definitely happier with how it digs. The only problem I'm having now is, like, get to this point now and it just wants to push us backwards. Should just keep digging through the face, but not actually filling the bucket with any dirt. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how it actually works. So once again, we may just park this and not use it. All right, we'll jump out. We'll jump in the truck. We'll go and get that tipped off. This is pretty much just pure dirt, pure overburden, no pay dirt in it at all, just normal dirt. But I think the loader and the excavator obviously is going to be the way to go if we want to start chewing into this mountain. Like that upper level there where the shovel is, maybe we can attack that with the loader. Might be the way to go. Yep. It's kind of in the way there a little bit. I think that's coming from down the valley in the underground mine. Right, so we should make a little bit of money out of this, but not a great deal. Right, it's just pure dirt, so it's just crap, pretty much. Right, so back to the excavator, I would say, for this. Might just quickly tidy that floor up, and we'll grab the dozer as well, and we'll just have a look and see if we need a road pushed in anywhere. Sort of got plans to go anywhere else. Let's look at the map. There's like a node over there, so we could push this road in down here. Let's go down and have a look at that. We'll bring the dozer in over here and we'll keep pushing this road. Right, let's just tidy this face up a little bit. So yeah, we're going to continue to go this way. I don't know if... Get up there, would you? I don't know if the dozer will push through that. It should. Spawn you. Alright, once again we can go bulk dirt instead of normal dirt. We can go blade. Right, let's just come back a little bit and just push this. See, the thing that I worry about now is it's going to be so slow. Like, I don't think bulk dirt for this is going to be the way to go. I think it's definitely going to have to be just the way the dirt normally works. I think that's going to be the way to go. Right, so let's say we want to go all the way down the side of the mountain, so we'll just come back a little bit, start here, and we'll just push our way down. I don't think the GPS is working at all either. Take it off, put it back on, see if it makes a difference. Right, but you can see it's just a machine now. The dozer is an absolute machine. We're going to lag out a little bit. Obviously with pushing so many balls down the hill, but the dozer's gone back to how it should be. So we don't even have to put the blade that far into the ground anymore to be able to push. It works so much better. I think the GPS is broken though. They still haven't moved it yet because now we've got, you know, it's covering where our money is at, so that's not a good thing. Right, so we'll just keep pushing our way down here, I suppose. I've got not really anywhere that I feel like we need to go, but until we run into a solid tree that doesn't want to play. Come on, tree, get out of the bloody way. Yeah, as you can see, I said that the dozer works so much better, and now we can actually you know, side cut as well and not have to stress too much about being too high or whatever else. Pretty much just want to run down this hill, see if we can knock this bloody tree out. That still doesn't want to go. There it goes. Finally. Right, and then, as I said, as you can see, it pushes that much bulk dirt now that it starts to lag as well. The amount of actual, you know, nodules that we're pushing in just takes a while for it to all catch up. Alright, come on. Still needs a little bit more oomph in the tracks, I think. If we look at our map, it's a bit of a nodule down to the right just there. It's just, once again, it's going to be hard to try and keep it reasonably level. Especially now we don't have the GPS either. It's going to be hard. Just making sure we're reasonably square with that blade. But it's definitely way better machine than what it was before. Like, you can see how much bulk dirt we can just push. Like, and it's actually cutting the side of that mountain really well. Like, it's not struggling at all, where before it wouldn't allow us to push like this. And then as you can see behind, look, it's so much smoother. There's still going to be a couple of little rough bits like that. That's just pretty much where I've started to push again. Like I said, there's a decent node right down here, so we probably need to go all the way back to the top and start pushing a second lane in, and then try and get down to that node. But yeah, definitely impressed with the update. The new bulk dirt system is good. Doesn't work for everything, as I said, with that shovel. With the shovel, I don't think it works overly well. Excavator and loader, yes, 100% it works well. I'll probably use it, but the shovel, I feel like the bucket still needs to go through the dirt as far as you want to push it, but it just should not affect the dirt, and it shouldn't push our tracks back and stuff like it does. Like, that's, I know in real life you wouldn't even be able to dig it, but with it being the game, you know, it should still let us be able to just push through it, dig through it, but then not push the shovel back at all. I think there's another node just there to our right as well, like another little coal node. Right, and then, you know, we'll just come through and try and smooth this out a little bit. See where I've gouged out a huge ditch just there to our left for some stupid reason. Be good if you had an option, like a skimming option, which instead of bulk pushing like we are now, it's sort of just smoothing it out, taking the top off it a little bit. We definitely need the loader down there, but the roller, I should say. If we want to sort of, you know, head over this direction, come down here and see what's actually here, which just coal again. So many coal nodes and not really that much lithium around, although I think they've dropped the value of lithium and stuff as well, so it's not going to be anywhere near as valuable as it was before. Yeah, see, I still feel like the Dozer still needs a little bit of work. Like, Should be able to back up over that. Right, nice little noise in the background actually as well for the hand tool terraforming. So I think, yeah, that's definitely a coal node. But nothing overly exciting, just coal again. Right, so it's sort of a node that you'd come back and attack just with the excavator and stuff like that. Maybe fill it back in with dirt later on, but I know Out of War is doing really well on the channel. I'm just sort of at that point where I'm sort of getting burnt out with it, getting bored. It's so repetitive, and I don't want to remove it off the channel because I love mining, I love what I do, I love playing games like this, but as I said, it does get very repetitive and it can get burnt out and bored pretty quick, so it may just be, you know, a couple of episodes a week or something like that, or, you know, I may just drop the game for a little while, and I haven't quite decided just yet what I want to do. I know a lot of you guys are probably not going to be overly happy to hear it because you want to see more and more, but yeah, just getting burnt out playing the same thing sort of over and over and over again, and I don't want it to feel like a job. I don't want it to be something that I do that burns me out. I want it to be something that I actually enjoy playing a lot of, and then once you play it too much, you sort of, I said, get burnt out, you get bored, very repetitive. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm not sure why we're not pushing any further there. I want to try and set up a little dig face if we can. That's better. You can see the Dozer just works so much better. Right, that sort of gives us a little bit of a spot to bring a truck down, back a truck down in there and load it up with coal and dirt, pay dirt, and send it off to the wash plant. Right, I think that'll do. The more I do it, the more I feel like I'm overdoing it and making it worse. It's quite a steep hole though as well. So for me now, I think doing this would be awesome for a big bulk push job, which I've done in a previous sort of series. You know, just find the biggest mountain you can find and just put conveyors at the bottom of it and just bulk push the hell out of it. Just push all the dirt from top to bottom. Sort of, it's what the Dozer would be really good for now. Alright, let's head back up. Let's go back into this guy. Let's do one more load of dirt in the excavator and then call it an episode, I think. I don't know if how far up the headboard it'll actually go before it stops filling the truck. Right, so if we go like this and throw it all up on the headboard, is that still going to go in? Yeah, I feel like it still does, which is good. So it's still moving the excavator a little bit because I'm probably trying to get too big a bucket, but you know, it's working pretty bloody well. Right, try not to under dig in front of the tracks too much. End up falling off the bloody bench. It just makes, like, that dig face is so much cleaner being able to use this bulk dirt option than what it was previously. We didn't have the bulk dirt option. That's way better. I can sort of follow, you know, a straight line now, which is really cool. Alright, one more load into the wash plant and then that'll do us, I think. Those mountains over there, imagine just setting up a huge bulk push thing over there and just starting at the top of a mountain and just trying to wipe the whole thing out using a dozer. It'd be fun, but it'd probably also be a little bit frustrating. The dozer just needs more traction in the tracks and stuff like that, but it's way better than it was before. Rightio guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series, any ideas, suggestions, where we can go from here without getting burnt out. You guys let me know. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.